Anna. Thanks for what you did for me. I really appreciate it. I'm probably going to ask you to do the same thing for me next year as well. Lisa, would you please stop? I never even said it was okay in the first place. It's not fair for your children either. I'm sure they don't want to spend the entire summer break at their relative's house. I'm sure that they want to spend some time with their mom and dad, don't you think? How do you know? Aren't you just guessing? You've never even raised a child before. How would someone like you know how they feel? It's true that I've never had a child of my own, but Tom and Mina both looked like they missed you. I tried to take them to as many places as possible so that they would have a fun summer. Still, they looked really upset towards the second half of the summer break. They'll be completely fine. We're going to spend the next 11 months living together, so I don't think they're going to be upset for long. It's better to make them miss me anyway. They'll behave and listen to me better that way. I'm sure you'll find out for yourself in the future. I didn't leave them with you for that long anyway. You ditched them at my place for an entire month. I think that's a very long time, especially for the children. Ditched? You make it sound so much worse than it was. Me and my husband wanted some time to ourselves to enjoy our summer vacation together. All I did was ask you to look after them while we were gone. I might be your sister-in-law, but this is just taking things too far. I didn't even say that we would be able to look after them for you. You just forced them on us. Do you not like them or something? You think that they're just a burden, don't you? I can't believe that you thought so badly of them. They're going to be so sad when they hear this. I never said anything like that. Stop twisting my words. I just want you to think of us before forcing them to stay with us. Me and my husband can't make any plans for yourself because of what you do to us. Tom and Mina also get really upset about staying with us every single year. I don't care if they're upset or not. I always make sure to explain to them why they're staying with you. It's not like I'm abusing them or getting angry at them. Would you please stop making it sound like I did something bad? That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just that we can't look after them for an entire month every single year. It's not fair for any of us. Well, then how about you tell the two of them directly about this when they come to stay with you next year? You can tell them to go and find another place to stay because you don't want them. Why don't you get what I'm trying to say? That's not what I meant at all. They're both really sweet and I love them a lot. Stop trying to make excuses. You're just trying to say that they're a burden in a nice way. I feel so sorry for both of them having to spend an entire month with an evil woman like you. That's enough. I don't want to talk with you anymore. I thought that you would at least thank me for looking after them, but it doesn't seem like you're capable of doing that. It feels like I'm talking to a brick wall. You don't understand anything that I tell you. You're the one that's making things difficult. I hope you try to fix your personality and the way you talk to people by next year. Hello, Anna. I'm so sorry for all the trouble she has caused you over the years. It's really okay. It's not something that you should be apologizing for anyway. We thought that you were looking after Tom and Mina every year because you wanted to. We're so sorry. It's okay. There was no way for you to know. Lisa lied to you and said that I was unable to have children, right? It would kind of make sense why you would think that I wanted to look after them for an entire month. I was really shocked when I realized that was all a lie. I can't believe what she was doing. Anyway, we're going to be looking after them this summer, so you should plan out the summer for yourself. It's been a while since you've had a free summer, right? Now that you're divorced from Andrew, I guess you can spend the summer doing whatever you want to. I'm sorry for causing a lot of trouble for you and your family. You were always on my side and very kind to me. Thank you so much for that. It's no problem at all. You really did nothing wrong. Andrew and Lisa are the ones that caused you trouble. We should be the ones apologizing to you. They tried to force you to do all sorts of things just because you were a housewife. I'm really thankful for what you did to me. If you didn't force him to sign the divorce papers, I don't think I ever would have been able to get away from him. Please stop thanking me for what I did. It was the right thing to do. You were the one that had to go through all the pain and suffering. I hope that you can live freely and enjoy your life from now on. Thank you. I'll do my best to live a happy life from now on. I actually enjoyed spending time with Tom and Mina, though. They're both really cute and funny. It makes me sad to think that I won't be able to see them anymore. If that's the case, then you should visit us over summer. I'm sure that they'd love to see you, and I would love to see you too. I think that I would really enjoy that. I wanted to visit you in previous summers, but I just didn't have the time. It's okay. You don't have to worry about it. I know that you were busy looking after them. I was a little curious as to what Mike thought of her making me look after their kids over the summer. I thought that he was a very caring and good father. Yeah, I'm a little curious too. Maybe he was being tricked by her like I was. I'll explain everything to him when I get the chance to talk to him. Either way, you don't have to worry about any of this anymore. Leave it all to me. Okay, thank you so much. Please let me know if you ever need my help. I'll come over to see you guys in August. That's great. We'll all be looking forward to seeing you. Hey, Anna. How are you? I kind of need to ask you a favor. I want you to look after my kids from today. Wait, what? Are you serious? There's no way I can do that. It's way too sudden. It's kind of an emergency. I left them both outside of your apartment, so can you let them inside? What did you just say? Are you insane? How could you do that to your children? Where are you even going all of a sudden? Couldn't you have taken them with you? No, I can't take them with me, unfortunately. I'm going on vacation from today. We were meant to go a little later, but the flights were so cheap today. And make sure you don't tell anybody about this, okay? Not even Mike. Wait, what? Aren't you going on the vacation with him? Yeah, I am. It's just that he's not really in a good mood recently. I don't really want you to talk to him about this, okay? You better listen to what I say. Please find someone else to look after them. I'm not even home right now, and I won't be for a while. You should have asked me in advance if you really needed me to look after them for you. Why are you being so difficult about this? I'm asking you because you've looked after them plenty of times before. I'm going to be asking you the same favor again in the summer. I need you to look after them for a month like always. You're a housewife and don't have kids. You must have plenty of free time. Also, you're my stepsister, so you should be happy that you get to help out a family member. Actually, I'm not your stepsister anymore because I got divorced from your brother. Wait, what? You guys got divorced? Yeah. The reason I'm not home right now is because I was handing in all our divorce papers. The divorce is official now, so we're pretty much just strangers to each other. You can't be asking me for favors anymore. We're no longer family. Also, I don't really want to stay in contact with you anymore, so please stop texting me so often. Are you serious? You guys got divorced? That's so annoying. None of that matters right now. Do you realize what's going on? You need to go and pick up your children before something happens to them. It's already dark outside and you just left them there, right? They must be really scared. I can't go and pick them up anymore. It's too late to turn back now. I'm sorry, but would you be able to go and pick them up instead? I don't know who else to ask. I told you I have other things to do, so I'm not going home for a while. It's still going to be a couple of hours before I can go home. You must still be close by, so turn around and pick them up. They must be really scared and worried. You need to cancel your vacation. That's not possible. I am definitely going on this vacation. I think they'll be fine being left there for a couple of hours anyway. You can let them inside when you go back home. Are you serious? I thought that you were their mother. That's it. I've had enough. I'm going to contact Mike and tell him to go and pick them up. What did you just say? You can't do that! Don't you dare! Why are you panicking all of a sudden? I know that he actually cares for them and will go to pick them up immediately. I'm calling him now. Stop! Don't call him! I'm going to go and pick them up right away! I'll do as you say, so please don't say anything to him about this. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure! I've turned around and I'm going to go and pick them up. Why are you acting so weirdly? Isn't he the one driving the car you're inside right now? He knows about what's happening, right? Of course he knows, so don't worry. It's just that he resorts to violence when he's in a bad mood. He does? I didn't think he was that kind of person. I panicked because I'm really scared of him hitting me again. I'm sorry that I panicked and said some weird things. I'll go and pick up my children as soon as possible. I really didn't know about that at all. I'm sorry that you had to go through that kind of trauma. It's okay because I'm used to it. To tell you the truth, I actually wanted to take Tom and Mina with us on our vacations in the summer. The only reason why I leave them with you is because he wants to go on vacation without them, and he doesn't like it when he doesn't get his way. I see. I didn't know about that. I'm going to leave you to pick up Tom and Mina, okay? Please go and pick them up as soon as you can. I'm on my way. Hey, it's an emergency! I can't find them anywhere! They've disappeared from where I left them! What do you think I should do? Do I need to report that they're missing to the police? It's okay. You don't need to worry about them. They're with Mike right now as he went to pick them up. What did you just say? I called him just in case, and to my surprise, he picked up immediately. I thought that he wouldn't answer because he was driving the car. I told him about the entire situation, and he was really shocked about it all. He told me that he would immediately go and pick them up. I was so confused because I thought that he was with you. Are you telling me that you knew what was happening? No, I really didn't know. I called Mike as soon as you told me that you had left them outside my apartment. He was about to get on a train to another city for a work trip. I managed to contact him just before it was too late. He immediately canceled his schedule and went to pick them up. So you're telling me that you knew that he went to pick up the kids already? Why did you make me turn around if they weren't going to be there when I got there? You wasted so much of my precious time! I only did that so he could check who you were planning to go on vacation with. I'm pretty sure it's another man, right? Wait, what? Are you serious? Is he waiting for me around here? He told me that he was going to take some photos as evidence. He said that he wanted to hit you in the face, but that would put him at a disadvantage in a lawsuit. Where is he? Are you sure that he's here? It's already too late for you. He just told me he got the photos. The text messages that you sent me are also very good evidence as well. You guys set me up for this! I can't believe it! How long did it take you to plan this all out? We didn't plan any of it. How are we supposed to know that you would suddenly drop off the kids in front of my apartment? All of this happened because of what you did. If anything, you should be angry at yourself. I am not going to forgive you for this. You better be prepared for my revenge. I didn't do anything wrong, so I wouldn't bother trying to do anything to me. Either way, I'm glad that we managed to get some solid evidence of you cheating and treating your kids so badly. You really should stop lying about everything as well. I didn't do anything wrong! I also never lie. What are you talking about? I know that you were telling your mom that I was unable to have children even though I loved them. You were telling that same lie to Mike as well, right? You knew about that? Yes, I did. I actually enjoy taking care of Tom and Mina, as they're both very sweet. What I didn't like was the story that you made up about me. You made it sound like I was begging you to have them over at my place for the summer. Mike told me that he was planning to complain to me about it this summer. He was going to say to me that he wanted to spend the summer vacation with his children, and that he wanted me to stop asking to have them over. Okay, I'm sorry that I lied to them about that. I was getting tired of taking care of the kids all the time, so I wanted some time to ourselves for the summer breaks. That's the only reason why I had to lie. Apologizing to me at this point isn't going to change anything. You should probably apologize to your husband before apologizing to me. You've been cheating on him. I'm not cheating on him! I just happened to be catching up with an old friend. Stop with the lies already. You were planning to spend the night with the guy as soon as you found out he was going to be gone for a work trip. The only thing stopping you was the children, so that's why you abandoned them. You really are a terrible person. I feel sorry for the rest of your family. Shut the hell up! Did you just call me a terrible person? You better watch your mouth. I was getting stressed out at home and needed some time to relax. I'm not saying that you shouldn't rest and relax from time to time. I'm telling you that it's not okay to abandon your children and cheat on your husband. I guess you're right about that. I'll admit that maybe what I did today was a little wrong. Humans make mistakes all the time, so I think I deserve to be forgiven. You're making it sound like you're the victim. I apologize for what I did to you, and I'll make sure that it never happens again. Would you please forgive me? I will not. I know that you want me to talk to Mike so that he would forgive you. I am no longer part of your family, so I will not interfere with private matters. You need to talk to him directly and sort this out between yourselves. I'm begging you to talk to him. I know that he won't forgive me if I ask for his forgiveness. I know I screwed up. Help me, please. I'm sorry, but I can't believe any of the words that you say. If you do really feel sorry for what you did, then I suggest that you start by trying to improve your trashy personality. She was asked to get a divorce from Mike the very next day after it all happened. She also lost her parental rights for Tom and Nina. He demanded that she pay for child support and tuition for both the children. She didn't have any savings and had to borrow money to start paying him what she owed him. She tried to ask the guy that she was sleeping with for help, but he ran away as soon as she got divorced. She had nowhere to live and her entire family cut ties with her. She ended up moving out of the city soon after, and currently I have no idea where she is. Tom and Mina were taken in by Lisa's mother. After a little while, Mike moved in with them, and they are currently all living together. I visit their house from time to time, and they all seem to be living a happy life together. The two kids have grown so much every time I visit them. I'm really glad that they no longer have that toxic person as their mother. It's nice to see them really smile from the bottom of their heart. Looking back, I'm glad that I called Mike right away when she had left the kids out in front of my apartment. What a difference one phone call can make.
Hey there, Alan. Doing well? It's been a while.
Oh yeah, it has, hasn't it? I'm doing good.
You moved recently, right? Good work on that. We're going to be neighbors now.
Well, I'm about 2 train stops away from you.
But that's still much closer than before. It's even walkable if we wanted to.
Well, you're not wrong. But it's kind of surprising for you to reach out to me.
Our mom told you to check in on me, didn't she?
She always says that, doesn't she? It's not like siblings with such an age gap chat all the time.
But I guess it's good to touch base every once in a while. We haven't really talked since your wedding, right?
Is that so?
Yeah, it is. And it's been a while since we last saw each other. You didn't even show up for New Year's or Grandpa's memorial service, right?
Well, yeah.
You'll at least come home for Thanksgiving, right? I'll be there. It will be nice to see you.
No, I'm not going back home.
Why not? Even our cousins are gathering at our parents' house. Alan, you shouldn't ignore family gatherings.
Well, I'd like to go, but Mally doesn't want to, so I can't.
What? Mally?
Yeah, that's right. She seems to have something against her family, so she doesn't like going to her family gatherings.
Why? Did we do something to upset Mally?
No, we didn't. She just seems to think we're a poor family and she doesn't want to associate with us. She thinks our poverty is contagious or something.
What? We're not poor. We're not particularly wealthy either, but isn't Mally being a bit rude?
She probably looks down on us because we're from the country. Mally's from New York City, you know. All her relatives are New Yorkers and they don't know much about rural life.
What? That's infuriating. Just because we're from the country doesn't mean she can look down on us. So, are you avoiding us because of her?
I tried going back home alone once, but Mally got really upset, so I had to give it up.
She won't even let you go home? Going home is a given. And besides, Alan, you're the oldest son. You can't just ignore your family home, right?
I know, but she doesn't seem to like me getting along with my family. When Mally gets in a bad mood, it gets really bad. She even throws plates when she's really upset.
That's terrible. I don't deal well with people who lash out like that. Throwing a tantrum when she's upset? She's acting like a toddler.
Well, she's usually nice and a good wife. Anyway, that's why. I can't go home for a while and I can't go to the family gatherings. Please understand.
I can't accept that. That's not fair. It's strange that you're the only one who can't attend family gatherings. Do you really need to go along with Mally's whims to that extent?
I'm not planning to let this go on forever. I'll think I'll be able to go home at least occasionally. I'll try to negotiate with her when she's in a good mood.
You have to negotiate with your wife just to go home? You really have a tough time with your high-maintenance wife.
So, you think so too? Mally is just too demanding.
No matter how you look at it, she's too self-centered. You're too accommodating for tolerating such behavior. If I were in your shoes, I would have left the house a long time ago.
It's embarrassing for a husband to run away from home. It's fine, I can endure it. At this point, changing Mally's personality is impossible.
You're too good-hearted. But don't push yourself too hard, okay? If you ever want to vent about Mally, feel free to contact me. I'll listen anytime if you want.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Hey, Alan, do you like grapes? I received a bunch from a friend and I've been distributing them among the family. Can I drop by today and give you some?
Sorry, I'm actually on a business trip right now.
Oh, really? Bad timing, huh? Should I come and deliver them after your trip?
But grapes can go bad easily, right? Never mind then.
Oh, come on, they're delicious grapes. Mally is at home, right? I could drop them off there.
No, that's alright. Didn't I tell you before that Mally doesn't like my family? She might say something rude if you come, so please don't. I don't want her to feel uncomfortable.
Then how about I just leave them at your doorstep? It should be fine if she doesn't have to meet anyone face to face, right?
You don't get how bad it is with Mally. She even hates when my family sets foot on the property.
Does she dislike us that much? If she hates the in-laws so much, she shouldn't have gotten married.
Right. I wonder why she married then.
Even from my perspective as your sister, you were quite popular. You always had wonderful girlfriends. Why did you end up making a mistake with your marriage partner?
Who knows? I met Mally through a friend's introduction. Actually, most of the time I've got a girlfriend, it's been through a friend's introduction.
You have quite a wide social circle.
Well, it's not too bad. And so I was introduced to Mally as an honest and good girl.
Honest and good girl? Where?
She wasn't like this before we got married. I thought she was a kind woman. I didn't think she would change this much.
Were you fooled? She was probably just pretending to be a nice person before the marriage.
Recently, Mally's selfishness has been accelerating. She started to become more possessive of me. I hardly have any free time. It's exhausting.
Poor Ellen. Why don't you just break up?
But we've only been married for a year. If I break up now, people might think it's weird. I'd like to at least put up with it for 3 years.
I think you shouldn't worry about what others think. Mally's the one in the wrong here.
But I don't know what people would think if I divorced this early. It'd be a problem if strange rumors started circulating. It'd be nice if Mally's character could somehow improve.
No one would think you're the bad one. Everyone believes in you.
I'm glad to hear you say that.
But if you're complaining this much, you must be stressed out, right? I can't forgive Mally for troubling you so much. Honestly, it's unforgivable. Hey Alan, I just ran into Mally.
Mally? Where?
Right around my neighborhood. Despite the rain, she was walking without an umbrella. She was all wet, so I took her in.
Sorry if my wife caused any trouble. I'll come and pick her up right away.
Aren't you on a business trip though?
I'll let my colleague handle things here. I can't let you be inconvenienced.
There's no need for that at all. I just took her to the police. She's fine.
Wait, why did you take her to the police? Did Mally do something?
No, she didn't do anything.
Then why take her to the police?
Because Mally is a victim, right? She was a wreck when I found her. She was covered in bruises.
What? Why would she be in such a state? Could it have been an accident, maybe? Thanks for looking out for her anyway.
Quit the act, Alan. Mally said you did this to her.
Me? I would never hurt my wife.
She said you kept her confined at home, securing the door from the outside, like she was being treated like livestock. And the bruises, she says they're your doing.
Hold on, wait. That's all lies.
How then do you explain Mally being so skinny? These are signs of physical abuse. Stop with the bad excuses.
Alright, I'll tell you the truth. I didn't want to have to say this, but Mally has mental issues. She would sometimes get violent, so I had to keep her in the room. I had work and I was out of options.
She didn't seem mentally ill to me. She even talked normally with the police.
She might seem fine on the surface, but it's different.
Even if what you're saying is true, it's still strange. Why didn't you take her to a hospital?
I didn't want any rumors.
So you confined her at home and didn't give her care that she needed. Isn't that a crime?
I haven't committed any crime. Calm down.
I am calm, but you should be worried. You might end up in jail if this continues. Keeping her confined, hurting her? That's a crime no matter how you look at it.
What the hell? I thought you believed me.
Mally came to me crying for help. She didn't look like she was lying. Your excuses don't add up. I can't believe you anymore.
Did you say anything to our parents? I was not allowed into the house.
I've told the mothers not to harbor Alan if he shows up. It's not for his benefit, so he should just face his crime quietly.
I was attacked.
By whom?
After returning from a business trip, Mally's family had arrived. I was nearly punched.
I was the one who contacted Mally's family.
Did you betray me?
Don't say things that sound bad. Of course I would inform the family. Mally is currently hospitalized. Seems like a broken leg. What do you think caused it?
Broken leg? I know nothing about it.
Apparently, Mally jumped out of a window and escaped. Came here running on a broken leg. This broken leg is your fault too.
It's not my fault.
Because you didn't let her out, right? That's why, if the correlation is proven, your crime may become even more serious.
What the hell do you want to do with me? Do you want me to be miserable?
I just think you should take responsibility for what you've done. You've done so many terrible things to Mally. You should properly atone for your crimes. Mally testified to everything.
What did she say?
She talked about what you did to her and how it all started. She said it started with something trivial. It seems you got upset over a minor thing. And that from that day, you changed and started hitting her.
Do you really think I would do such a thing?
It seems Mally's bruises have been proven to be injuries. That's what the doctors diagnosed. You've been hiding your true nature all along.
No, that's not true.
I don't believe it anymore. You've been saying bad things about Mally on purpose. Like she's selfish or that she dislikes her relatives. How could you say such things?
I'm not lying. Please believe me.
It wasn't that Mally hated her relatives. You just didn't want to introduce Mally to your family, right? If they saw such a battered wife, of course they would suspect something, right? To hide your wrongdoing, you wanted to keep Mally away from her family. That's why you told such a lie.
You were the one saying bad things about Mally, too. You agreed with me.
I didn't know Mally was going through such things. And I didn't know your true nature.
I don't have a true nature. The person I showed to my family is the real me. You're part of the family, so you should understand, right?
Liar! You're the one pretending to be a saint. We were completely fooled. Even Mom and Dad said they want you to atone for your sins.
Are Mom and Dad going to abandon me too?
What you did is a criminal act. We can't cover for you.
I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't mean any harm. I just wanted Mally to reflect and change her behavior.
There was no need to go this far, right? To even cause her injuries. You're insane. I don't understand the thinking of a criminal.
I feel bad that I ended up causing her to break a bone. But this is just a domestic dispute.
It became a crime, so the police intervened. Mally's family said they would file a complaint. I think that's a good idea. This isn't a problem that can be resolved with just damages.
Are you telling me to become a convict? Me?
It's sad for me to become the sister of a convict. We can't overlook what you've done. There will be no one left who believes in you after this.
There must be people who believe in me.
Society is harsh on ex-convicts. I'll never believe in you again. Consider that you don't have a sister anymore. And I'll live as if I don't have a brother. Afterwards, it seems Mally filed a complaint as advised by her family. There was a possibility of settlement, but Mally's family didn't allow it to be resolved with money. In the end, Alan was given a prison sentence. It's suspended, but the fact remains that he became a convict. Because of this incident, Alan lost his job. Acquaintances and friends distanced themselves, and his once extensive network of relationships collapsed, and I, as declared, cut ties with Alan. Our parents haven't abandoned Alan, but they can't return to their previous relationship. Alan must have understood that he lost his parents' trust. Before long, Alan stopped contacting anyone. All we can do now is hope for Mally's mental wounds to heal quickly.